Top four for Manchester United. Is it there for the taking, Tim?
Yeah, it's there for the taking, that's for sure. I mean, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. So who else? Chelsea would probably put their hand up first, and I would agree with most people who suggest Chelsea.
Villa are getting up there. Villa are just outside now by 1 point.
I think they will be top five because we will be so dominant in Europe again, but we won't know till the end of the season. So I think likes of Tottenham and certainly Manchester United, Gary makes a good point there, with no interruption midweek, so they got a full training week. This man, Ruben Amorim, talked about how he's a good coach. He gets on the training pitch, he works with a group, he has a lot of downtime for them boys as well. And they're picking up injuries. So that myth of being overplayed, and they picked up 3 injuries at the weekend. I mean, for me, they're getting players, they get undertrained. That's what players do. You know, they've got no excuse to pick up muscle injuries. Why have they picked up muscle injuries? You know, it just happens. That's the reality of it. You know, it's nothing to do with overplaying. You know, they can't argue about overplaying. They're out of the cup. They're not in Europe. It's Premier League to Premier League. He's got all the time in the world to work with them players. That gives them an advantage. It should do. But now they picked three injuries up in one game. You know, how can that be right? You know, you have to ask the sports scientists a few questions, I would suggest.
Well, what's Ruben Amorim done to turn things around on the pitch? Because going into the last international break, they played Sunderland at home. Yeah. And it looked like if they didn't get 3 points there, he was under serious pressure. Since then, well, they haven't lost.
Well, what he's done is signed Brian Mbeumo and Cunha, and Mason Mount's got back fit. I'm not sure he's done too much tactically. I really don't.
Well, we know he hasn't changed the tactics.
Well, they got a little bit lucky. They've got a bit lucky. They've won a few games what previously would have been unlucky, where they should have picked up more points. But and he's had the opportunity to work with them. So we should be seeing it now, and I think they will be possibly favourites for the top 5. I'm not sure top 4 for that 5th spot, because they will spend again, they will go again, and they will back this manager. They've come out and supported him. Why not? He speaks brilliantly. He's a fantastic talker. I love the way he talks. Even in defeat, he comes out, he talks. He's very honest. They're going to give him more money to spend. I'm sure they will in January.
They are going to be missing Brian Mbeumo and Amad Diallo for the Africa Cup of Nations.
That don't help. When Brian Mbeumo, for me, is their best player. For me, he's the best player. He was certainly a big threat at the weekend. Cunha wasn't one of his best games. I did that game at the weekend, and it wasn't as bad as the Europa League final, but it weren't far off. And when it was a 2-2, you think it's a fantastic game. It was bang average. Both teams were so poor in my opinion. But that's the way the Premier League is at the moment. I don't think it's a great quality of league after the top 3.